Welcome to our in-depth exploration of one of the most powerful forces on Earth, the Yellowstone Supervolcano. Could it erupt and change life as we know it? Today, we uncover the facts, predictions, and scientific insights behind this potential global catastrophe. Stay with us as we dive into the shocking details. The Yellowstone caldera, commonly referred to as the Yellowstone Supervolcano, is one of the most powerful and potentially catastrophic geological features on Earth. Located in Yellowstone National Park in the United States, this massive volcanic system has erupted 3 times in the past 2.1 million years. Many researchers, including Edgar Cayce, a well-known psychic, and modern scientists, have speculated on the potential dangers of another eruption. If Yellowstone were to erupt, the consequences would be global, with ash covering vast portions of the planet, disrupting climate, agriculture, and daily life. Yellowstone is classified as a supervolcano, meaning it has the potential to produce eruptions of magnitude 8 or higher on the Volcanic Explosivity Index (VE). The Yellowstone caldera spans approximately 30 by 45 miles, making it one of the largest active volcanic systems in the world. Beneath the surface lies a massive magma chamber, which fuels the park's famous geysers, hot springs, and other geothermal features. The Yellowstone Supervolcano has had 3 major eruptions in its history. Huckleberry Ridge eruption 2.1 million years ago, the largest of the 3. This eruption ejected over 2,450 cubic kilometers, 588 cubic miles of material, covering a significant portion of North America in volcanic ash. Mesa Falls eruption 1.3 million years ago, smaller, but still significant. This event released 280 cubic kilometers, 67 cubic miles of material. Lava Creek eruption 640,000 years ago, this eruption produced 1,000 cubic kilometers, 240 cubic miles of volcanic material, leading to the formation of the Yellowstone caldera. While smaller eruptions and lava flows have occurred since then, a major supereruption remains a possibility, though the timing is highly uncertain. If Yellowstone were to erupt in the future, scientists predict a scenario far worse than any recorded volcanic eruption in human history. The consequences would be felt on a continental and global scale. The explosion itself would send a colossal plume of ash and gas into the stratosphere, reaching altitudes of 30 miles or more. The explosion would obliterate everything within a 50-mile radius, including forests, rivers, and wildlife. A supereruption could cause landslides into Yellowstone Lake, generating tsunamis that flood nearby regions. The eruption would trigger massive earthquakes, further destabilizing the region. One of the most catastrophic effects would be the widespread dispersal of volcanic ash. This would include complete burial of cities within 500 miles of Yellowstone under several feet of ash. Ashfall reaching both coasts of the U.S., affecting areas as far away as New York and Los Angeles. Global dispersal. Strong jet streams could carry ash around the world, leading to climate disruptions similar to those seen in past volcanic winters. A supereruption at Yellowstone could trigger a volcanic winter, similar to historic eruptions like Mount Tambora 1815 and the Toba supereruption 74,000 years ago. The effects would be global and long-lasting, altering climate patterns and ecosystems. Massive amounts of sulfur dioxide and ash would enter the stratosphere, reflecting sunlight and lowering global temperatures by several degrees. Crop failures could occur worldwide due to reduced sunlight and shorter growing seasons, leading to food shortages and famine. Extreme weather patterns, including prolonged cold spells, disrupted monsoons, and unpredictable storms, would develop. Sulfur dioxide emissions would combine with moisture in the atmosphere, producing acid rain, which could damage forests, soils, and freshwater systems. The acidification of oceans could devastate marine life, leading to massive die-offs of fish, coral reefs, and other marine organisms, disrupting the global food chain. A Yellowstone supereruption would have devastating consequences, affecting climate, agriculture, and ecosystems for years. scientists continue to monitor the caldera to better understand and prepare for potential future activity. A supereruption at Yellowstone would have catastrophic effects on modern society, disrupting economies, infrastructure, and global stability. Agricultural collapse due to reduced sunlight and colder temperatures would lead to global food shortages. Water contamination from ashfall and acid rain would make clean drinking water scarce, worsening humanitarian crises. Air travel would be severely disrupted, with ash clouds grounding flights worldwide. Roads, railways, and vehicles would be impacted as volcanic ash damages engines and infrastructure. Displaced populations fleeing food and water shortages would trigger mass migrations. Geopolitical tensions would rise, leading to resource wars and social unrest. A Yellowstone eruption would challenge global resilience, making preparedness and monitoring crucial for mitigating its devastating impact. Many people fear that Yellowstone is overdue for a supereruption, but scientists disagree with this idea. While it has been 640,000 years since the last major eruption, volcanic activity does not follow a set schedule. The United States Geological Survey (USGS), which monitors Yellowstone's seismic activity, ground deformation, and gas emissions, states that there are no signs of an imminent eruption. Although Yellowstone remains active, its geothermal activity does not indicate a supereruption is near. Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, predicted massive Earth changes, including earthquakes, floods, and volcanic eruptions. While he never specifically mentioned Yellowstone, many believe his warnings of global upheaval could apply to a future supereruption. The west coast of North America would be reshaped by earthquakes and volcanic activity. Parts of Japan, the US, and Europe would undergo destructive geological transformations. The world would enter a period of change, requiring humanity to adapt to new environmental and social conditions. While Cayce's followers see his predictions as a warning, geologists rely on scientific data to assess Yellowstone's risk. Current studies suggest small eruptions or hydrothermal explosions are more likely than a supereruption in the near future. However, Yellowstone remains a powerful natural force, and continued monitoring is essential. Scientists have deployed numerous sensors and monitoring stations throughout Yellowstone National Park to track volcanic activity. These systems provide real-time data to detect potential warning signs of an eruption. GPS and satellite measurements track land uplift and subsidence, which could indicate magma movement. Instruments measure sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, and other volcanic gases that may signal changes in the magma chamber. Earthquake swarms and tremors are closely analyzed, as they can indicate magma rising toward the surface. So far, scientific data does not suggest an imminent eruption. While Yellowstone remains active, most detected changes fall within normal geothermal activity. However, the long-term potential for a supereruption remains a concern, requiring continuous monitoring to understand the volcano's evolving behavior. Scientists emphasize that volcanoes do not follow predictable schedules, and while a supereruption is unlikely in the near future, ongoing research helps improve preparedness and risk assessment for one of the world's most powerful volcanic systems. While the eruption of the Yellowstone Supervolcano is not likely to happen anytime soon, its potential consequences are catastrophic enough to warrant ongoing scientific research and monitoring. If it were to erupt, the effects would be felt worldwide, with massive ash clouds, food shortages, climate disruptions, and global economic collapse. Despite the fearsome nature of such an event, modern science offers hope through early detection and preparation. Until then, Yellowstone remains a natural wonder, a powerful reminder of Earth's geological power and unpredictability. That brings us to the end of our deep dive into the Yellowstone Supervolcano. While an eruption may not happen anytime soon, its potential impact is something scientists continue to monitor. What do you think? Should we be worried? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.